This is Predict the Score, the channel where 5 football fans see if it's possible to predict the outcome of every game in a Premier League season. This is episode 5, match day 4. In this week's episode, have Chelsea lost their identity? And game of the week, Liverpool Villa or Arsenal Man United? This is episode 5, match day 4. Obviously, there's only the 2 of us here this week. You and me, Mr. Lover Lover.
It is today, yeah.
So we'll get into the scores from the rest of the team, and we'll see what they've got. First off, let's go with Philliano Go Gadget. He's got Brentford Bournemouth, and he's sent in his scores and his statements here today. He said they've only played each other 8 times, with Brentford winning 5, and Bournemouth have never beaten Brentford away from home. He said, I just think Bournemouth haven't got enough to beat Brentford. So he's going Brentford 2, Bournemouth 0. I think that's fair. I don't think Bournemouth are going to be challenging anybody this year. They're going to be looking to survive relegation again.
Yeah.
Brentford still, they're one of those teams that could be a top...
Middle of the board, and
It depends what happens with
even Tony.
Yeah, it depends what happens with Tony. But they could be a top 10 team again, possibly top 8, something like that. Let's see. And the second one, second game, he's got one of the games of the weekend. Liverpool Villa. That's one close to your heart, I know.
Yeah.
And he's got, this is a tricky one to call. I mean, I agree with that. This is a tricky one. Lots of history. Played each other in the Premier League 59 times, because they're 2 of the old school, aren't they? Two of the old school teams.
Yeah.
Liverpool have won 16 of them at home. And this is Phil's statement. We know he's not the biggest Villa fan in the world.
Hates Villa.
Well, he's put Villa, even though they do look good this season, and I think they will do well. Can't believe I'm saying this, he says. I don't think they will get top 4 like all the deluded Villa fans are saying. They've only managed 6 away wins at Anfield, so it really does depend on which Villa team turns up. He's gone Liverpool 2, Villa 1. Villa fans, what do you think? What should, I mean, I'll ask you, Carl, you are a die-hard Villa fan. What do you think Villa should be aiming for? Europa League qualification or cup runs this year?
I think with the manager we've got, obviously he likes the cup runs.
Yeah.
I'd say I think he'll go cup runs. I think he'll go definitely for League Cup.
Yeah. Well, you've got a chance. You've got chances in all those.
I definitely think he'll go for the Conference League Cup as well.
Yeah, you're in the conference, which you could win that.
Yeah, so I think he'll definitely look at them too. Look, as I said, I don't know where all these deluded Villa fans are, but
Phil seems to know a few.
I think we're definitely looking at top 6.
Yeah,
you've got to be looking at top 6, especially with the people he's brought into the club.
I mean, where did you finish last year?
7.
You've always got to be looking to improve year on year.
So and with the improvements of the squad he's done this year, you've got to be looking at top 6.
You've got to be.
So,
you've got to be looking at improving every year.
Your top 4, maybe it's on the cusp, but yeah.
I think
top 6. It's got to be.
Top 6 to improve on last year. Conference
I
Cup,
think so.
FA Cup, League Cup. You've got to have a chance in all of them.
We've got to win something. But we ain't got to win something. But I think you and I will definitely be looking to definitely win something this season.
Villa fans, let us know in the comments. What do you think? What should Villa be aiming for this year? What do you want out of the team? What do you think you should be getting? And as always, hit the like and subscribe button in the corner there. Let us know what you think in the comments. Put the notification on your phone so you'll get these videos when they come out. And on the subject of Liverpool, I know that it was a bit controversial last week. So I asked our resident ref Michael for his input about the Van Dijk red card and Trent's strangely omitted yellow. This is his statement. Van Dijk was clumsy rather than malicious, but Isaac was through on goal, so that's a red card, no question. I think Van Dijk seemed to be arguing about that, so I think he's going to get even more punishment because of his arguments. Trent should have got a second yellow. The ref either bottled it or was distracted by the antics on the touchline. Either way, he threw away the first he threw the ball away for the first yellow card.
Silly.
So under FA directive, that's a caution. End result should have been 2 yellows.
Yeah.
And that really would have changed the game, I think, massively. That would have changed the game.
Yeah, massive change.
I mean, any Liverpool fans out there, if you think differently, do you see that differently? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know. So that's Phil's. We'll move on and following the normal routine. We've got Statto Techno Viking, not here today. He's got Man City versus Fulham. And he's put, this could be one of those matches that City slip up in, like they have done in previous seasons, especially early in the season. And they do have games like this.
They do, yeah.
It's usually Palace, isn't it? Crystal Palace is normally their bogey team.
Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford, Fulham. Yeah, so let's see. He's quite confident that City will have too much for Fulham at home. The standout for me, he said, City have become that team that always find a way to score or win. Very much like Fergie's Manchester United, Guardiola's Barcelona, and the Real Madrid with Ronaldo. They always found a way to win difficult matches. And he says, I see this in City now. Now they've won the Champions League, it seems to take the pressure off them a bit. And I think that taking that pressure off is going to help them domestically this year. He says against Fulham, they could be 1-0 down after 70 minutes, but they know they've got that much quality in their squad and on the bench. They could win this match 3 or 4-1 with 20 minutes to go. So he's calling that a Man City 3-1 win. So I think that's fair enough. I can't see anybody challenging City this year. I really can't.
They struggled last week, didn't they, against Sheffield United?
And we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
It's strange. It's the first game where Guardiola hasn't been there because he's away having back surgery, I think, and he left his deputy in charge.
Yeah.
It didn't seem the same.
No, they didn't.
They didn't seem the same team, but
No.
we'll see because he's away for quite a while, I think.
Yeah.
Right, second game for Statto, Luton West Ham, and he starts this off with a Statto Stat, which he says we love this. We know he's going to love this. This is the first time these two have played each other in the 21st century,
Wow.
which is quite a statement, really. 90 matches between the two they've played, very evenly matched. The Hammers, and this is quite like this one. The Hammers versus the Hatters. This is so the Hammers have won 33, the Hatters have won 32, and they've had 25 draws between them. So they're quite evenly. that's old school Luton versus West Ham. This is totally different now. Totally different ball game. Forgive the pun.
Yeah.
West Ham have made a great start, 7 points from 3 matches. Everyone will expect them to beat Luton on Friday. But as we know from last year, football is very unpredictable. This is Luton's first Premier League game at home, Kenilworth Road, and Kenilworth Road will be buzzing. And he says, you know what Kenilworth Road like as a ground. It's awful.
It's awful.
He said this. He knows this is going to be an unpopular prediction, but we all fell into the trap of thinking that the teams that came up were going to be very poor and everybody's going to walk all over them. But it didn't quite happen with a few people, Forest included in that.
Yes. Yeah.
So he's actually going for a Luton 2-0 win with West Ham. And he says, he did say, cue gasps from my fellow Victor Score members there. So, let us know what you think. I mean, any Luton fans out there, any West Ham fans?
It's an unknown at their stadium, and you just don't know, do you?
Well, that's it. I mean, Luton have been tonked 4-1 and 3-0 so far away from home.
Yeah.
This is their first
home
game. Will it be their secret weapon? Will this be their secret weapon, Kenilworth Road? Don't know. It's unknown. Let's see. Right, we've got Dave Keno Dino Bosch getting there. He's got Chelsea Forest, so he's you know where he's going to go with
Chelsea
this.
another start that I thought anyway. They've still haven't found their identity yet. So
that's a great phrase. They haven't found their identity.
No, they haven't.
Chelsea have lost their whole identity.
Everything. Seems to have gone.
God, you've hit that right on the head there. That's bang on. They have lost their identity. You really have. And this is exactly what Dave said. He said he might have his supporting head on for this one, but Chelsea haven't looked good at the start of this season. But Forest have been, when he says that, they've been in every game. They've really given their all in every game. Owoni is on fire, and it was going to be a close game. He's actually gone for Chelsea 1-1 draw, so he's gone 1-1 Forest. So You know, I think at home, I personally, I think Chelsea got enough at home. But Forest are fighters, aren't they? They really are.
Yeah.
To be fair, they are a good fighting team. So let's see. Hopefully, it'll be closer. His second game, he's got Brighton Newcastle, which I think this is another
That's
one.
a good game.
That is another good game.
Yeah.
This is a tough one to call, especially with Newcastle throwing it away against 10-man Liverpool. Yeah, it should have been 9-man Liverpool at home. He likes Brighton's attack force, and after losing against West Ham at home, they will not want to lose 2 home games in a row. He's actually calling this Brighton 2, Newcastle 1. But me, I think there's going to be goals in this. I think this is a Philliano, roll the dice.
Oh, 3-all.
3-alls, 4-3, could be anything. There's going to be goals in that game. There's bound to be goals in that game.
Come back next week, been 0-0.
It'd be a nil-nil draw, yeah, snore draw. So that brings on to my games actually this week. Well, I've got a bit of a dead rubber really. I've got Crystal Palace Wolves. This is only their 11th meeting in the Premier League, and Palace have won 5, lost 5 and drawn. They've only drawn once in the Premier League. Palace have had an okay to the start to the season, one win, 1 draw, 1 loss, and that's at Sheffield, Arsenal, Brentford respectively. Wolves on the other hand have only had 1 win against a very, very poor Everton. I think we can all agree that Everton are awful.
At the moment.
Awful.
Yeah.
And the last 4 games between these 2 teams have been 2-0, 2-1, 2-0 and 2-0. So I'm actually going for a 2-1 Palace win, because history could repeat itself. And I don't know if I've got the game of the weekend. I think Liverpool Villa's up there. Brighton Newcastle's up there.
Newcastle, yeah. Liverpool Villa, I think, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I've got Arsenal versus the mighty Manchester United.
Oh, well, it's a game, isn't it?
It is. And to be fair, this is tough for me to predict. And I have to put my realistic head on. I think it's fair to say United haven't been the team that battled with Arsenal over all those years. The Wenger versus Fergie days are gone. Arsenal under Arteta really have become a title challenger team, whereas United are we're somewhere in the top 4, top 6 mix. I think we need another season to be back up there challenging again. And that's, I've got to be honest with myself there. But at the Emirates, I can't see United getting the win. There's going to be goals. There are going to be goals because Saka loves this. Rashford loves this one. And I think it's game of the weekend. But I'm going to be realistic. Head over heart. And I hate to do this. 3-2 Arsenal.
Oof.
I think it's going to be 3-2 to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely goals in this game. There's definitely goals in this game. I
am Brucey, the die-hard Manchester United fan. I just want to say United are going to win this, but at the Emirates. If it was Old Trafford, I'd probably give it to United, but I don't think it is. On the subject of last week, I think we all got 1 correct score. I think that's pretty much where we were last week. We all got a correct score, and I think we all got a correct result. So we'll have a quick look at the table now. So Statto, we're all on 6 points, but I think Statto is getting the lead there because he's had 1 game less to forecast. So he's only
predictions as well.
Yeah, he's only done 5. He's only done 5 games out of 6. So Statto's winning it at the moment. But it's a close one. So over to you, Carlos. What you got this week?
Right, so this week I've got Sheffield United versus Everton.
Ooh,
which is one
lovely.
of the top games.
It's a lovely game.
For me, it's got a draw written all over it. They haven't really played that much, or each that much.
No. Although Everton are one of the oldest teams, they've always been there.
Well, in the Premier League's sort of status, I think they haven't really played that much. So I've gone draw. I've gone 1-1 with that one.
Well, yeah, Everton got that striker Beto come in last night.
Yeah, he seemed to come on and he seemed to have done all right. So we'll see. I just think, Sheffield United being at home, as I said, I think it's one of them places that people ain't going to like to go to.
Yeah, nobody's going to want to go to Bramwell Lane.
So yeah, I just think, I can't see much more out of that one, in all fairness.
No,
so,
fair enough.
So I'm going for, and I think the other game I've got, is it? Burnley Tottenham. So yeah, this one.
That's going to be a punch-up.
As I said, I know Tottenham have a fantastic start of the season. for
Yeah.
they've done really, really well. The attacking option with having, what's his name, Maddison.
Oh yeah.
He's had a really
Absolutely
good start
brilliant.
to Tottenham life at the moment.
He just needs somebody on the end of it. He needs
does.
somebody on the end
They
of
need
it.
to spend a bit of money because that with Carlson still not looking great.
Well, they're trying
So-
to nab Johnson from Forest. I think they were even talking about Tony, but that'd be too late for them.
Yeah, I think so.
They need somebody now that they
Yeah,
can that
definitely.
Maddison can put the ball into.
Yeah, definitely.
With a decent striker, with Maddison
Oh, yeah.
producing
Yeah,
quality.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. So I think Burnley, watching them against the Villa the other day, I think with the attacking ability what Tottenham have got, I've got to say Burnley 1, Tottenham 2.
Yeah, I think.
So
I
I just think I can see goals in it. Burnley, I thought Burnley might have been a bit better.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's thinking that Burnley are going to be a tough fighting
Yeah.
team like they've always been, but under
Just struggled a little bit, and
Yeah.
I know they've had some difficult games, but I expected the football to be better.
Yeah.
I expected them to kick the ball about a little bit, and they seem to be
Yeah.
out of position a lot,
Yeah.
and it's just possession. Sorry, and I thought they would kept the possession a bit more, but
well, yeah, I mean Burnley, the old school Burnley was under Sean Dyche, which was the real tough,
yeah.
get stuck in,
Oh
you know,
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Route 1 football. But now under Konpany, it's a bit more. I think he's trying to be a bit more,
European.
he's trying to be a bit more European. He is. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to cut the Premier League. So, but we'll see. We'll see. It's another one of them. It's
Yeah. If you're going to play European
tricky
style
game.
football,
They started really, really tricky games as well.
yeah,
so
they have. Burnley haven't had the best start.
no, they haven't. No. So,
So
yeah,
this could be a proper test.
yeah. So Burnley 1, Tottenham 2.
Fair
So
enough.
we've got to go.
Any Tottenham fans out there who think that, what do you think for Spurs? What do you want? Who would you think you should have up front? Who do you want to get? Let us know in the comments. Who do you want up front to be on the end of that Maddison ball? Because if Kane was still there, you'd be absolutely loving it. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Kane's obviously doing all right where he is. He scored a few, but if he'd have been on the end of that from Maddison, he'd have had 5 goals this season already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's It's only a short video this week because there's only the two of us here this week. Let's see how we get on. And international break coming up.
Yeah.
So next week's video will be our review of August. So it will be best game, best player, best match, worst team, and best manager. I think it will be for the monthly review. So we'll let you know on that one. So look out for that video. That'll be out next week. So other than that, it just leaves us to sign off with our traditional
SKAL.